Hello, welcome back to another wonderful and amazing episode of Oops All Barovians Politics Special. Where
Yay.
we delve deeply into the politics of Loki, mostly off screen, where you don't have to watch it. Would anybody like to tell me something that their character has learned in the last, I don't know, bit?
Uh
So,
oh.
yes, I'm just gonna get out of the way while it's in my brain. This isn't so much what she learned, but I'm gonna give a recap because you all would have known about this.
Mm.
And well, this is what you would have known. Other things happened, but this is what was shared or probably witnessed by you. So, Walensky came by. Hana reassured him that he is still employed and that he is to make toys for the orphans to kind of compensate for the fact that he won't be working overtime to help with festivals. And then Stella came by and was like, "Hey, what's up with Victor? What are we doing about Victor?" And then Hana was like, "Well, that's rough. He's basically on house arrest. I am willing to put him to trial though, but just know if we put him to trial, people would know what happened to you as well, and because people are super afraid of magic, that might not be good." And then she did some housekeeping stuff, literally with the maids, and hired some new people. And then she also had a handsome visitor guy come over, and she was like, "Oh, I'm also employing him, but wouldn't give you any details about for what." And and yeah, that's a really messy recap. Oh, and Danica, she will say that, "Hey, y'all, Danica's running. Don't share your opinions because we don't want to accidentally lead anyone up to failure by supporting them because no one likes us here." So, yeah, there you go. That's it. Did I do okay?
Yes, you did great.
Okay.
This is the new face that you'll be that is around the around the Valakovich house, who you may recognize from the orphanage. She's the new maid.
Cute. She was one of the older ones, right?
Yeah,
That was
she's
there.
like she's like 17. Yeah, she was about to age out, so getting a job is a good thing for her.
Yeah. Okay. Go on, Keely.
Muriel.
Muriel.
Can take us to go see the wolves and find the one that doesn't like Strahd. So that's what I found out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
We got drunk. We kissed. It's fine.
There you go.
Ooh. I see.
It's fine.
I think Astrid has learned a little bit more of non-crisis personalities in this last week. Just spending a lot of time in her downtime either like, now that Lady Voctor's gone, she's not bodyguarding as much because Hana has guards for that. It's fine. The main person that was going after her is now dead, so she's been trying to like learn the town. Not necessarily, oh, I'm gonna go meet everybody and get to know everybody, but definitely just like spending time in the square working on mending something and people watching. Also seeing like how Emmerich does when we're not getting beat up and he doesn't have to heal 17 people in a night. How Val is doing, being able to spend time on her own, and not smushed in with the group in immediate crisis. how Keeley handles idleness, how Hannah handles being able to do those types of like appointments and leadership and everything. And actually spends a lot of time in the evenings, I would say, going to the church and just hanging out with Irina.
Okay.
And hanging out with Stella a little bit. And just trying to develop friendships that aren't based on crises with people who understand to an extent what she's also been through. Because she's not going to go make friends with a local townsgirl who has no flipping idea what the heck they've been through, but like can go and be herself to an extent with the people who also haven't been like trauma bonding. I think has been a bit of a goal for her. And also just trying to have a goal, because she also doesn't do well with idleness. But just that is what I would say I've gleaned, is whatever she would have seen in that downtime with everyone.
Okay. So Stella moved back into the Wachter house
Okay.
like almost the next day or the
Okay.
next day afterwards, now when her mother was gone.
So
And
she probably would have gone over just like a couple of times to see her and check in on her and or something.
she is a lot like Hannah in that she has a persona that is taking charge of things. And because her brothers are still not very good at that.
Shocker.
And so she's got a very, I know what I'm doing kind of vibe to her, around, when you're watching her and talking to her, whether she does or not really know what she's doing.
Yep.
Do any of us really?
I guess I'll go next. So Val did a little digging on the potential candidates for Burgermaster, and she would share this with the group. Danica was very popular, but doesn't seem to want the job, so that's unfortunate, because if I could vote, I would vote for Danica. The other candidates were, and I'm gonna butcher all these names, Udo?
Yeah, Udo. Yeah.
Vukovic, a shoemaker, and his family's very anti-torture, but when Val kind of dug a little deeper, the only problematic thing she could see is that the business doesn't do that great, so he might not be great at finances, which is kind of what you want for a burgomaster. And then there was Bogdan.
Yeah.
I forgot his last. Is he Bogdan? Like what?
Yeah,
what is his last
Bogdan
name?
Bogdanovich.
Okay.
His dad was also Bogdan.
Yeah. So most people were saying that like he's very popular with the church crowd. And they seem to be like, the best thing about him is he doesn't care either way about the Vlachoviches.
It was Udo who was popular with the church crowd.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah,
so that this crowd was just like, oh, he's doesn't care either way about the Vlachoviches, but actually when you look into it more, there's a lot of people who did not like the Vlachoviches that were for this guy. And then Daria, the guard lady that everyone goes ooh when she when a picture shared. She seems, the only thing that Val found out that was a little concerning is that she seemed to be very close to Isaac beforehand, so that might be not the best, but she might just be, like someone who follows power, which isn't necessarily bad. And what else? Val spent a lot of time hanging out at the toy shop. And she did at one point go to Astrid's family's camp and bought something. I think that's mostly what she did.
Would she have told Astrid she was going?
Probably, yeah. I don't see why she would hide that.
Okay. Then Astrid would have at least offered to go with her just so that she's not.
Yeah, I mean, Val would have taken her up on that. It was just
Okay.
purchasing spell components. It was.
So did Val learn which one of those candidates were a former book club member?
She did not, I don't think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yes.
Have
You
you?
want to share with
Did you
our
tell
book club?
anybody?
I forgot. It's not Udo, right? It's the other guy.
Right, it's Bogdan.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not surprising.
Yeah, but like Hannah didn't seem too concerned, nor did she tell anyone how she got this information. But she's not concerned because he's a man who's gonna follow Bunny.
Yeah.
And money and charisma do a lot for people.
Bob.
Doesn't necessarily mean that they're sadistic or super evil, you know.
Super good.
Would anybody want Lilina in the last week to put a doll under their bed so they had bad dreams?
Oh, I thought you were asking like if we wanted a doll under our own bed.
No. Would anybody
I'm
want
like,
Lilina to do that to a certain former book club member?
No, Hannah certainly would not ask that of her.
Boring.
Okay. Yeah.
She-
Lilina's bored for a week.
Yeah. Victor
She
is
went
now
on a
forced to come
date.
downstairs and be civil, though. If you want to torment him while he's down here, that'd be just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
You could put it-
I'll put it in the ceiling of the room below his bed.
in the trip to Astrid's family's house or family's camp, she would just update her uncle. Hey, here's the political
Mhm.
turnings that are happening.
Mhm.
An election is in process. Don't know what the verdict will be. Hey, Val knows about the people
verdict. That's
if she
funny.
wants to share, and I have none of that information at that point.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why she wouldn't share that. I mean, it's gonna be common knowledge soon anyway.
We keep track of these things, living close to him.
Yeah.
He says, but it's always good to hear confirmations.
Yep.
Were the informants ever given names? Derek, was Hannah ever given a name
For the informants of
that the mystery guest told her about?
if you asked, yes.
Yeah, she would have asked.
Okay. Then it's the drunk that you guys installed as being is working with the Vistani,
Mm-hmm.
and also the tanner,
The tanner, okay.
the town's
I
tanner.
think you did actually mention that. Now that you say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not the tanner, I'm sorry. The Wainwright, not the tanner.
Why are you keeping secrets? I
we
thought we were in this together.
already all knew about the Wainwright. That was already something we were
Yeah,
told.
People talked about him associating with the Vistani.
Yeah.
I heard about a
Hana was
mystery
totally
guest.
specific.
Yeah,
I heard the
we're-
words mystery guest.
Yes.
This is the handsome guest. I think he's handsome. Hannah
Mhm.
probably actually also thinks he's handsome, but
Is he human?
yes.
He's a frog.
Why'd you say it like that?
Because it's hard to tell. Sometimes.
Did you-
Is he
they could be
alive?
out. Yeah,
Is he alive?
I think so.
Did you have to
Oh.
invite him in the house?
No. No, he quite literally helped himself.
It's just
So.
it's in a downpour outside. Why won't you come in? May I?
Danger. Emmerich's week was pretty chill as far as like pretty apart because he was helping with funerals, burying and all that. Actually took the time to get back into his blessings and like praying and all of that because he felt like he hadn't been doing that quite properly as of late, with how chock full their month has been.
I don't know
Which
why.
I think we're over a month now, right?
Yeah, barely, but yes.
He probably
2.5 years.
Stella went back to her home. He probably would have gone in to like check up on her and see if like there were any lingering effects of like what happened to her.
She seems mostly put together. Mostly.
Cool. Good. He probably would be talking to like Father Lucian, more of just like trying to, again, being part of the church while he can. Giving Irina her space.
Mm-hmm.
Get plenty of that. And then also more recently we'll be like, hey, whenever we have a moment where we're all just like around, I want to tell you guys something. I made a little friend, I think.
Who's my little friend?
You muted Heather.
Well,
So just whenever everyone's free, that's
We're
what-
sitting right here.
Yeah,
Okay.
we do this now.
Just spit it out.
Derek, could I say that he's like in like a pocket somewhere?
Sure.
Oh God.
And I'll pull a rat out of my pocket.
Oh, oh, pleasant.
This
Don't
is
let the dog see
Modesto.
it.
Majesto.
Say hi.
Hi.
He says
Yeah.
hi.
Ah!
Wait, it talks.
Lolita
Yeah.
jumps because she's not used to it actually speaking common. Or
It
whatever.
talks.
I think Astrid fully
yes.
like hand on
Why?
rapier and then
it's
realized
okay.
that no one else was doing anything and just slowly lets go.
Is it
It's
like
okay.
her?
He's
Wait,
chill.
Selena.
I can't talk when I'm like that.
Hold
Can I use that spell?
hold on, wait, everybody calm down. He's nice. He hasn't done anything wrong. As far as I know.
In the last 100 years, no.
What
Huh.
about the last 200 years?
If he can talk, that's a person.
no,
That's a
it's not.
person.
Well, I mean,
If you don't mind, I can
He-
check to see
Well, I
what he
know.
is.
I know what he is.
And
He's
And
like okay, so you know the circle in Lady Voctor's basement?
Mhm.
He's what was summoned. Hold on. He says that they haven't summoned anything else. And that he kind of was there to help with party tricks. To keep book members invested. Also, he helped me with like a lot of information about me. Also, my dad had nothing to do with the circle down there.
okay.
You trust all the information?
Do not let the dog see him.
Well, he doesn't always have to be a rat.
Uh-huh.
And
what?
I
Oh.
wanted to, before I made any promises, he does know a lot about what Lady Voctor was doing. And
Uh-huh.
I was thinking he could come along with us, kind of like
A pet?
Regus.
So each one of us is like slowly accumulating an animal companion at this
Yeah.
point.
I'm just all of my animals.
Can I talk
You
to
summon
you
yours. Val
alone
has
for a
rabies.
second? She's
Hana
talking
has-
to the rat.
Oh, and the dog. Astrid has
Why
the little
do you need to
frog
talk to him
spell.
alone?
I need to talk to him alone for a second.
Are you going to hurt him?
No, of course not. It's a person in a tiny form.
Sure, no problem.
I think person's a stretch. Stretch if
Derek,
it came from
I would like to have Val do that spell. That
Okay.
tell what it is.
Yeah, remind me what the saving throw is.
I think it's a wisdom, and
Mhm.
my DC is 15.
Okay.
Getting up there.
Where are your churchy? Parade.
Just look like Hana's walking out of the room holding the rat, and Val just goes boop.
He was very nice.
Mm-hmm.
That was Strud.
You want me to
Well,
tell
no,
you
he
out
was kind
loud,
of a
or you want
dick.
me to just message it to you?
You can message it. It's fine.
Okay.
But Where did you find him?
Derek, where did we talk?
In the
Just-
house. Yeah, he found him.
In my house?
Look,
In
I'm
this
not
house?
dirty.
But like, intruded.
Well, I
Well,
mean, I just came to talk to him.
Why him?
The window is open because I was
No,
curious why.
Oh, another. Okay.
You're wait, are you there?
What?
It's like as he's walking through the door, I'm assuming.
I haven't walked out with him yet because Val
Yeah.
did her thing. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, can
You
I?
Okay.
Are you okay if you come with me?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Do you want me to carry you?
No, I can walk. It's fine.
Okay.
It's crawling, but
let's take
yeah.
a walk.
I just
Uh,
imagine a rat
Crawling?
walking on 2 feet.
It is crawl. I mean,
I don't know, with
Uh,
him, I just imagine him walking on 2 feet as a rat.
Like mouse guard or something.
Riguchi.
I think that's because Mickey Mouse has conditioned us.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so he
Um,
just trots along.
Okay,
Fine.
so she's gonna pull him away. It's up to you all if you try and eavesdrop or not. Just
oh,
know she's-
100%. Absolutely.
She's very aware of that though, so she's gonna like go
Mhm.
into somewhere and then close the door, probably.
Spider.
God damn it.
I spider for this.
Okay.
Oh god.
And I
She
follow.
knows what you look like as a spider.
Yeah, she's got to find me first.
Derek, what was that?
True inter-party conflict.
What?
What was that guy's name
But
again?
what? The rat's name? His name is Justo.
No, the visitor, the mysterious
Oh, Ernst.
Ernst. Okay.
Yeah, Ernst. Ernst.
So, Majesto, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Have you had any interactions with a man named Ernst who worked with Lady Voctor?
Yes, he's afraid of spiders. You should know that. It's important.
Excellent. Good to know.
He sees
It's
Yeah.
not
blood,
important,
goes
but I
smash.
mean, not really terribly important, but hilarious.
I'll keep that in mind if I have to humble him for something. Not that I plan these things or anything, but
Never.
do you think you can be trusted? Because I believe money was his primary motivator, but
Oh yeah, he didn't buy any of the crap. So he totally is all about the money, which I understand.
Okay.
Doesn't do me a lot of good, but I understand that motivation. I know a lot of people like that.
Okay. That's all I wanted to know. That's helpful to know. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. No problem.
Yeah, I gave him a position, so to
Mm.
speak, because he had now lost his job.
Oh,
Doing the rat
well,
does not-
that's kind of
Yeah.
that's
Right?
kind of why I came too. Is to look for a new position because things didn't go down the way I expected them to go down. But
No, it doesn't look
Emmerich,
like
he's a
it.
nice guy.
Yeah, he's very sweet. Okay, very cool. Thank you. I
Alright.
haven't discussed it with the others yet, so I just wanted to
Okay.
yeah.
I'm not even hiding.
uh-huh.
I'm just like, just before the door, just on the floor.
Yeah, she wouldn't even notice.
Yeah.
She's too paranoid about like accidentally stepping on him or something. So are you stuck like this? Is that rude for me to ask? Like is there like something we can help you
Well,
with?
No, I can change if I want to, but the other forms I have are a spider, which I don't like because you get stepped on all the time, and then or smashed, or
Such
a
a bad
raven,
spider.
which you guys already have one. So
True.
this is good for me.
Okay.
Can't have
Rats at
two
least are
ravens.
very smart, so you have that going for you, I guess.
Well, thank you very much. I'm flattered.
Yeah. Okay. She'll just walk with him back as though she hadn't just done something very suspicious.
I unspider
Uh-huh.
in the room. First of all, you only get stepped on as a spider if you're a bad spider. Second of all, rats are only smart if they're actually rats. He's not actually a rat.
Hana just rolls her eyes and walks past you.
Wow.
Me and the spider were gonna have problems, or me and this rat are gonna have problems.
Oh,
He's
no.
he does stick his tongue out when Hannah's not looking.
I stick my tongue out back.
So that's Majesto, and I was thinking of asking or letting him be my familiar, kind of like Regis is for Val. But I wanted to ask the party first before I made that kind of decision.
You know what he is?
Yes.
That can't be his natural form then.
It's well, it's not, is it?
No, it's not.
Wait,
You
what?
How I saw you before is
Yeah,
probably
I just don't like scaring people. Well, I mean,
Well, I
sometimes I
mean-
do, but I just not right now.
well, why don't you go ahead and show them yourself, please?
I suppose.
This
No
way they can
squishing
trust
me.
you.
Okay.
I am
I
sorry
can
about how I
conjure
grabbed you last time.
800 different
It's
things
okay.
to squash you.
He changes form. Where's my handout?
Majesto. What a name.
Astra's just staring at him very suspiciously the entire time.
Reasonably.
And yes, when he's in his true form, she will want to do an insight on him. But
I kind of wanted to.
like when your sweet innocent friend comes back with a new friend, and you're like, "Are you just taking advantage of them?
Yeah,
you're just an
right.
asshole.
Yeah,
And you're gonna take
yep.
advantage of them because they're a sweetheart and they were nice to you."
Oh
Of
no,
energy.
it's an imp.
Yeah, he's an imp.
Oh, that's not that scary. You're not rotting.
That's true. I am not rotting.
So yeah.
Does
no, not-
Lelina have experience with imps?
There was not really a lot of more than like being told about demons and things like that on a periphery, being taught, not really any personal experience.
Is he holding a contract?
Not at this very second, but he could be if you need one.
Did you sign
Um,
anything, Emmerich?
No, I specifically said I wanted to wait and discuss it with the party first.
Look, I'm harmless.
It was
Yeah.
offered.
Emmerich, just so you know, like, Rikus and I are bound to one another. He has to obey me. I don't
Yes.
know. Is that going to be the case with your? She just gestures, unwilling
Emmerich
to say
looks too
friends.
Majesto.
Because as long as you follow the terms of the contract, and yeah.
Nope.
Oh boy.
Well,
What
and he did-
contract?
we haven't
Well,
brought
we
one up
haven't
yet.
brought it up yet.
Bring it up. Bring it up. You already
Um,
have one, I'm sure.
Astrid wants to ask just like what is his intentions with coming with us?
I'm very small, and I do not want to die. And also, things are a little confusing to me because usually when the contract ends, I go home. But the contract ended because she's dead and I didn't go home. So, you know, I saw what I kind of thought was a brother. So I hung out, we talked.
He actually told me a lot of stuff about demons. Apparently, I am what is known as a Haraknin,
Sure. I'll look that up later if you don't.
and there's a demon war.
There's a well, who's
But
not
not
at war?
No, not here. There's not enough of them here.
That's not our problem right now.
I don't know if your contracts work here, just so you know. I'm just saying, like, the
Well-
way things work here.
Yeah, I figured that this is kind of a different place. Contracts are pretty universal. The Lord of Mechanus enforces them all, and
what now?
everywhere in the multiverse. Primus, the Lord of Mechanus, he enforces all contracts like this.
Let me see it.
You know, it's really between me and him.
I don't care. Do you care? I look at Emma. Do you care?
Can
Can I
do
read
an-
it first?
We
can
can
I
read
do
it
an
together.
Insight? Can
Here.
I do an insight on the imp in his response to my question?
Which what? Oh yeah. Go ahead and
About
pull
his
that.
intentions.
I'm more concerned about this contract than the freaking politics in this town.
I mean, it's only gonna be a 9.
He seems perfectly legit and on the level.
Alrighty. She's not
What
in the
level?
mental space to just immediately trust him, but she has nothing to point against him.
All right, give me 1 second here.
Quick, Derek, pull up a contract. Make it up right now. Make it ironclad. No typos.
With all the loopholes.
With all the loopholes covered. No fine print that we won't exploit.
Val's just like, this is not how familiars work. You summon
Lena's
one.
like,
and-
This
he's
sounds
not a familiar
exactly
yet.
like how demons work.
Well, I would rather.
And also, I
yeah.
don't think clerics typically have familiars, so
No, they don't.
Clerics aren't typically demons either.
I mean, I had to do a complete ritual to summon Regus and bind him to me.
Just humble Emmerich in that moment. Just go ahead and
But I
Okay.
love that though. I specialize in
The weird.
unique
Uh-huh.
holy figures.
hmm
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
Heather's laughing at this Ludon.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Uh-huh. He's such a good boy. And yet
sure.
Emmerich was and is half demon, but now technically full fiend, but also
meh.
Question mark? I
I'm
would
also confused.
Okay, so
he said I was a Cambion.
Sure.
maybe I'm just I was spitballing here. He's just
Wait.
a
That's
little
fair.
different, yeah. Just
It
based
can
on what
be.
he was telling me.
The Cambion is
Well, he
Listen,
said his
I thought
father
he
was a
was-
demon, and that his mother was mortal. That means Cambion to me.
That's what Rachel thought too.
So basically, the contract is very detailed and very long. He just pulls it out of nothing, and very long. And anybody who wants to read it is welcome to
Twice.
make to make a let's see, to make an investigation
Wisdom saving
roll.
throw. Oh.
An investigation check.
if Emmerich would let Val, she would offer.
I would like to inspire Val.
Okay.
Can I
So-
give Val advantage by the helping and reading as well?
Sure.
But I'd also trust Val way more than myself to look through a contract.
Astrid will read it from the side of like whatever contract she's seen or even helped with her family, but I'm not going to roll for it because she's not going to. I have a +0 on an investigation. She's not going to pull much out of it, but she will read to like know what.
Do I have
says it
guidance?
at least?
You do have guidance.
I guide Val.
I also have guidance.
Gal,
I forget
Gal,
I
you're
have that.
triple vited? That's not how that works.
Inspiration was a D6, right?
Yeah, sorry, that's what I was trying to ask. But yeah, anyway.
My brain decided to say, Gal, you've been triple vited.
I mean,
that's
Val is
not-
trained in investigation, so I think this will be.
You're not?
I am.
Oh, you are. Okay.
And I rolled an 18 on the die, so
Nice.
plus 5 from the inspiration, plus 5. So that is a 28.
Yes. I'm safe.
Yeah, I was gonna say I definitely, if this thing is gonna hang around, I definitely want him to be under contract because I don't want him snitching to Strahd or something.
Yeah, that was my thought.
He
too.
said he had no interest in Strahd, really.
So
Strahd might have interest in him.
So basically, it's an extraordinarily detailed contract, and it appears to be written in blood, on vellum, and
you can't shake your head at that. You have a dead human body bag.
And bone tools.
It's human. It's not demon.
And basically it contracts Majesto and entering to the service of Emmerich for a period not extending 9 years. and it actually looks, you go deep into it, and there's it doesn't look like he's trying to deceive you about that. And basically, he's familiar for 9 years
All
in
right.
exchange for this. It actually doesn't even ask for his soul or anything, just for
Well,
protection.
To what
And
point?
to protection for
No, like protect to what end? Like with our lives?
sure, with his life.
With his life.
Yeah,
Jesus.
it's only between him and
None of us are mentioned in it, just him and Emmerich.
So Emmerich is agreeing to give his own life if it keeps the imp alive?
Emmerich is given to do everything that he can to keep the imp alive. Including sacrificing himself if need be.
What is the consequence of breaking the contract?
Consequence of breaking the contract is,
Or what is a lawful way to break the contract if one is available? These are genuine questions. Like, especially
decide
as
that we
someone
don't
who
mind
has
this
done
and
contract
that.
work.
The contract. Well, they can void the contract by both agreeing to void the contract, and though some compensation would be required to Majesto for voiding the contract. He doesn't specify what compensation.
Okay.
And there's a couple other alternate options to void the contract: is a soul coin, or like 25,000 gold pieces.
Okay.
What
What
happened to
is
not caring about money?
the other thing.
Oh, I don't care about money, but I can do stuff with it.
So Val would share all of that,
Mhm.
obviously. The other thing I think Val would do is just like detect magic on it to see if there's any like hidden text anywhere or anything like that.
Oh, it's definitely magic.
Well,
But,
yeah.
but there's not any hidden text or anything like that.
Okay.
You go through it and it's very, very specific, very detailed, but not, and very and could use a lawyer to handle that kind of contract. It's much more complicated, complex than the contracts Astrid, your family, uses. To the point where it makes you like roll, your eyes start to roll, because it's just so into so much detail, but it doesn't seem to be deceptive.
cool.
I have questions. We're not required to go anywhere. Right?
No.
In the contract. We're not required to do anything for you he is not required to do anything for you other than protect you.
For 9 years, yeah.
For 9 years.
I'm very small.
Yeah. Yes.
And the other thing I was just ask for clarification here is the contract is for him to be Emmerich's familiar. Does it say anything about that means he has to obey Emmerich or anything like that? Like,
I'm entering a contract for service and also advice. So yes, I'm paying. I do what he says.
Does it say that Does it say it in the contract though?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. As long as he does not break another rule of the contract, then he will obey.
Okay. All right. So Val will share all that, and so I mean, it's up to you. I honestly would rather see him with you than Isaac, but because I feel like that might be the other person he'd go to. So
Well, I was going to go to Hannah first, Vex, actually, if Emmerich wasn't interested. But
oh, okay.
So
she
would
wasn't here to hear
everyone
that,
be
unfortunately.
comfortable with me taking on a familiar?
I think with the right amount of caution, yes. I don't like that you have to sign a contract.
That's how these things work.
For you. That's how they work for you.
Not how it worked with my familiar.
Or, a pet,
Yeah, I'm not a pet.
apparently. Just want everybody to be safe and no one to get taken advantage of.
What does the contract say about if Emmerich does die?
Then the contract's void.
Okay, that if Emmerich dies, the contract is void, and nothing. The imp has no claim on Emmerich at all, including soul.
Yeah, the imp is not powerful enough to do that. Make a contract like that.
Okay. Then I think Astrid's opinion is just it's Emmerich's gamble at that point. There's nothing that says that it should not happen, and it's whether or not Emmerich wants to enter into it.
I just think he could be very helpful going forward, and also he knows a lot about stuff about me that I don't know. Not me specifically, but about the demonic side of things. And that would be nice to have. So this is something I do want to do. Again, I just wanted to make sure I let everyone know and have a voice in it before I made any concrete promises.
I appreciate that.
Also, he can't turn invisible. So he could
not great.
Well, so he could do sneaky things for
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, that's
Can we
kind of
put in the contract that you will not turn invisible for malicious intent against us?
Contract is between me and him.
Can I ask you to do that?
I mean, in contract here, he pulls it. Is where I'm not doing malicious activities against you. And here's the where I'm obeying you. So
Okay, all right. So okay.
Okay. If you feel comfortable, this is what you want.
All right, then I am going to sign the contract.
Okay, just got to use a little bit of blood. Sign it.
He'll use one of his fangs
Uh-huh.
and prick a finger. So, here's Rachel Beck. I am signing the contract. You missed the part where Majesto said that actually he was going to talk to Hannah first.
Oh, okay.
If Emmerich didn't want to do it, he was going to offer services to Hannah.
Oh, she's flattered.
But yeah, so Emmerich will prick his finger on one of his own fangs, and that you can't see because he's currently wearing the hat, so it's kind of weird.
All right, he signs it. When he signs it, the contract bursts into flame and disappears. It's filed.
Cool. And so whenever we're out and about, you could probably be a rat.
All right, I'm good at that. All right, whatever
and
you say, boss.
This is
Emmerich
just
never
Emmerich's
gets
way of
called.
getting a management position.
I've been promoted.
Cute.
But welcome to the team.
Do you have a name?
No.
No. Just make a name for the team.
Should we?
I don't know. It just sounds like a good idea to me.
I guess we just never really thought about it.
We don't need a name.
Yeah. Ember, though he's your servant, so do as you will. I would have him promise secrecy right now. Right now. Like not he's not gonna share information, even whereabouts of our party with other people without you explicitly telling him it's okay.
I'll repeat that. Just word, like Emmerich repeats it like word for word.
Okay,
Okay.
boss.
Yeah, just Leah, did you hear me?
Hmm?
Did you hear me, or are you saying
Yeah, no, I just
okay?
just the hilariously like Emmerich like says it like word for
Oh,
word. Just looks
okay.
to like from Hana then to Majesto's like, yep.
Okay, cool, thank you. That's good. That makes me feel better.
So yeah. And if you're gonna do anything, just like always run it through me first. Please.
That's what you do. That's what I do, boss.
Okay.
I'm not going running out and unintentionally getting my ass kicked.
Fair enough. Cool. So I guess you could just chill with us
Cool.
until we're doing something.
I usually do that invisible, not to bother you guys. Poof, invisibles. I'm still here.
Yeah, he'll be invisible probably most of the time.
Yay. I'm not gonna be nervous about this at all.
This is the night that Lolina goes to the bar.
Just to escape Majesto.
This is why she's drunk.
Yeah.
Majesto saw everything.
Uh,
And you didn't know
Majesto
it.
feels very awkward.
Emmerich
for the
just
both
now
of
gets
us.
all of the gossip about the group.
Yeah.
God, speaking of
wouldn't-
gossip, every time Hana is aware that you visit her uncle, she's gonna awkwardly ask you what you talk about.
He's like, it's mostly church stuff, just like
Okay.
that's pretty much it that he'll talk to like Father Lucy about. And occasionally be like, so how's Irina doing?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Has she said anything about me? I'm assuming the answer is no.
Yeah, the answer is generally no.
It's like that makes sense.
Oh,
Aw,
buddy.
poor
Well, not
Emmerich.
even in like a self-deprecating way. He's like, why
Yeah.
would she talk to Father Lucian about me?
Huh.
So poor buddy.
Probably
Also
asks-
during that down week, Val would have given Hana a gift at some point.
Oh.
It's it's like I forget what it looks like. It's a wooden dragon that Linsky made.
Oh.
Oh,
Aw.
Very pretty silvery dragon.
he has
Yeah.
so many nice things from Blinsky. Blinsky gave me a stove globe, with like Hana pirouetting in it, like the little. Have you ever seen Lindsay Ellis's music video when she's in the snow globe?
Uh-huh.
That like that,
That's really
but
cool.
with violin and all, or
Oh, that's
fiddle.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a wooden dragon, and Val would warn her that occasionally the head falls off, but he couldn't fix that.
That's fine.
but she saw it and wanted to get it for
Well, thank you. What's the occasion? Like what?
Oh, I just saw it and it made me think of you, so
Thank you.
thought I'd buy it.
She'll like put it up somewhere nice. Cool. Oh, also Anna would have mentioned she's forming basically an anti-corruption unit in the guard that can monitor noble people and other merchants of authority and stuff like that and then he has the liberty to bring them to trial should they be the person leading it has the liberty to bring people to trial should things become suspect.
Will that stay in place even with the new burgomaster? Do you have that authority?
Hopefully. Well, she's
It
gonna
depends
Go
who's
back
try.
up to
Burgomaster.
Blackie, and then we get arrested.
Yeah.
Wait, no.
Well,
And that's also kind of why she's like, oh fuck, I really should probably put Victor on trial. I have to like follow my own.
yeah.
Yeah. But also she genuinely doesn't want to could like make it really hard for Stella to exist in Blocky. People won't take kindly to her if they know she was a cat for years and then, or not years, but months, and then like, like marriage prospects and stuff like that.
Well, I mean, and you had the conversation with her at that point. It's if she wants to press charges effectively.
She already did. She already did have a conversation with her. It just doesn't.
Yeah. So
say
it's
we can't.
so it's that's what I'm saying. Like, so like it's not Hana now still has to make that decision. It's the person who would have pressed charges against him for doing a thing.
Yeah, but yeah, and that Hana also feels bad that like she has to put that decision on Stella. So it's also she's kind of just like, maybe I should just do it for her, kind of thing.
I mean, you could do it for the murder of the staff and
Yeah.
not include the charges against her
Yeah,
or that happened to her. So
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah, but Victor's also a child who was raised by monsters and didn't have a little guardian ghost looking after him. So it's kind of like he still has potential to do really good things if he grows up a little bit. That's the only thing.
By the way, A says, I'm keeping an eye on that thing.
Yeah, I was wondering what his reaction would be.
Does he say that to me?
No, he just says it's a Hana.
Do I hear him?
No.
womp womp.
What's the point of seeing ghosts?
Sometimes you just see dead people. So let's take a short break, like 10 minutes.
The head falls off. I just put that together. Because Leah just messaged it to me.
Wait, what?
The head falls off.
Hi, we're back. It was exactly 10 minutes, just like I said.
Nice.
Yes, I'm full of them. Lies. Oh no. Yeah. So we still had you wanted to talk to Irina?
Yeah. In one of the times that she checks in on her,
Mhm.
probably, I mean, honestly, probably the first time, just, hey, knock, knock.
She's like, hey,
Are
she
you
seems antsy.
okay?
Am I okay? You know, I don't like being trapped, but other than that, yes, I'm fine.
Have you heard anything with the recent just gestures vaguely towards Lady Boctor's house?
Mhm.
Anything people are saying that we should be concerned about?
Not to me.
Okay. I don't like that you have to stay cooped up, but also
Yeah, I know why, so, but it's frustrating. That's why I'm cheering you guys on.
she will, because my brain has now all of a sudden been zapped of like actual RP power. Mental spoons. Basically wants to have a conversation of just checking in, like how she's doing, what can do. Does she have any observations or advice based off of how the townsfolk are reacting, based off of her own experience in her own town, of like, hey, this is the type of mentality that's building up that's a problem.
She thinks at least she gets reactions from the people who will go to church, and they seem relieved.
Okay. And then she will ask, with as much body language showing that like the answer can be, I don't want to talk about it, and we'll just drop it. Don't give me that face. How is she doing processing the information from Emmerich?
I don't know what to do about it. He's a very nice boy.
He's very kind.
Oh,
And has had to do a lot of his own processing with it. But he is not fundamentally changed. It's outward, it's not. Personality has not been shifted. I just want you to know that. And he's giving you space as you asked, and I think he will continue until you choose to broach it.
Yeah, I've gotten that impression. Yeah. But thanks for mentioning it.
He cares, and he cares well about the people in his life. And there, at least from what I've seen, if he ever thinks he is the problem or inconvenience, he simply steps back, which I think can be good, and I think can also mean that he chooses no when it was someone else's choice. And then she won't push further than that. But just, yeah, and then like in the subsequent visits, kind of like bring her some gossip from the town and ask her questions and like try and intentionally give her the option of being involved outside of whoever walks in the church.
She appreciates that a lot.
I don't know that Astrid would spend a ton of money on it because she doesn't have a ton of money. But maybe even like go to what is it, the bakery or the sweet shop that's in town,
Mhm.
like get stuff for the group, and also specifically like, hey, I got you a thing as well. Because in Astrid's mind, and the way she'll explain this, Irina is a part of it. She's a part of the group, but she's a part of the group that has to be protected and therefore has to stay. She's not otherwise
She
isolated.
appreciates that because Father Lucian lives a little austere.
Yeah.
So it's very nice of you, and she appreciates it a lot. And
She will also offer to do a reading on her brother if she wants, because she's still trying to get practice at it, and also, but
the only thing I'm worried about, she says, with him is if Isaac ends up there, what's going to go down. That's all I worry about. If you think your reading for that will help, then by all means.
Probably not yet, because I don't know that Astrid. I don't think Astrid's thinking anything will have happened in the first like couple of days if Isaac gets there. Yeah. Otherwise, I mean, like, she also honestly is probably gonna ask Irina's advice on some stuff as well.
Okay.
Including like the more quote frivolous stuff, because she just hasn't cared and has it's the like when you actively push against your parents and then you're like, wait, I kind of do want to know how to do the thing, help. Including like hair, dress, that type of embroidery, even like that type of stuff where it's not mom goes, you have to learn this thing and this skill. And no, she's not going to go to Hannah and ask about it because she just will be awkward. Not Hannah, Astrid will be.
Hannah wouldn't know how to answer her questions anyway. She doesn't know jack shit about life skills.
So, just trying to like foster, very specifically friendship with her. So, yeah.
Yeah, she does have some more life skills than Hannah does, and she does is happy to share. You know, I mean, basically, she's bored a lot, so any interaction is pretty good interaction. And all this culminates on the last day before the election, when Emmerich comes over, she gives him a hug. Not anything else. Not doesn't really talk about it. She just, when you're ready to go, gives him a hug.
He's very surprised, and it takes him a second, but he does hug her back, and he doesn't like press her for conversation or anything. But he will say, "I hope everything's okay."
Go get him.
I will.
I mean, if we're all like, I don't know if we're all at the church and then heading out or what's happening with it.
I assumed that was a day that Emmerich was helping around the church.
Okay.
Later, because he said he had done that thing. So
yeah, that's kind of how he was passing the time for that week.
Yeah.
All right.
This is
Can Magisto go in the church?
Yes.
Okay.
You can go in the church, so Magisto can too.
Okay.
Oh no. Things will bite us in the butt later. Yeah.
The only things that can't go in the church are the undead. So.
Yes, good.
Because I decided that.
Emmerich decides to visit the church for the first time after dying and is like, why can't I get within 10 feet of it?
Oh no.
His holy symbol is like floated off the chain at the farthest it can.
All right.
That'd be so bad.
Next
I destroyed
day. Oh. I wouldn't want to destroy America, except that you would enjoy it so much.
You're not wrong.
Listen, Leah might enjoy it. I will feel pain. No.
Listen, I can enjoy it and cry. I'm a woman of many talents.
Crying is a great talent to have. Okay.
I already had the emotional week the first time Emmerich died. We don't.
Uh,
I had a great week.
I know you did. Rude.
Can't wait for round 2. Sorry, continue. Go on.
okay. So that afternoon, the burgers, as they were, are in the town hall for a long time. There's lots of discussion, and but eventually around dusk, they emerge, and in a surprise, Lars Curls has been elected burgomaster. He was a dark horse candidate. Nobody thought he was in the running, but they couldn't agree on any of the other 3. So he was nominated by the Thani, which surprised everyone because the Thani never talked to anybody. Which, by the way, Val knows that. It's the same thing in Immo. The Thani don't ever say anything that's at all important out loud. So nobody knows why. They just are very good at keeping their secrets. The same thing happened here, and they nominated him, and after a long discussion, that's who won.
And what did we know of this person?
Lars is a former guard. He is the gentleman who was tied up and almost dragged around the
Okay.
at the festival because he laughed when it rained on rained on the Baron's parade.
Which means also in terms of opinion for us, we at least slightly have the, hey, one of our number stopped your issue.
Saved your ass.
Yeah. Humiliation or
Cool.
otherwise. But I don't know how far that will go.
Yeah.
I was hoping it was going to be Daria.
You thought it was going to be Daria?
I was hoping for Daria.
Daria is going to remain head of the guard.
It's probably more useful there.
Yeah.
I just need Daria to not turn traitor in this.
I'm so ready for Daria to turn traitor. I get that vibe.
No,
Do you?
Daria didn't have enough prepared for her.
I didn't what?
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 You didn't have enough prepared for her.
For her to be a traitor? I got lots of game left to go, Rachel. Don't tempt me.
Don't do this.
Don't push it, please.
Just puts,
There's Lars.
puts in a
There's
footnote.
Lars.
It's just a guy.
Just puts,
He's just a
He's
guy.
just a guy.
He's just a
Daria
guy.
is
Hit him with
Yeah.
your car.
He's just a guy. Hit him with your cart.
Don't hit him
or
with
buggy.
the car. Then we have to
Horse
do
and
this
buggy.
again. If we hit him with the car, we have to do this again. No.
Look at his face. Hit him with your car.
Minor illusion car.
God, he kind of looks like my brother.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, your brother's burgomaster. so-
Congratulations.
Congrats.
We're out of game.
Yeah, out of it. Alan is like 10.
I know.
Were you gonna say 4?
This is who Lars turns into. No, sorry. Alan grows into Lars one day. Time loop. Anyway.
Little behind the scenes, just so you know. The reason I chose him was because there's a 4th edition adventure that takes place in Barovia where he's the burgomaster. So
That's fun.
Interesting.
That works.
Cool.
it takes place like 30 years after this.
And I mean, it does make sense if like it was like a split ballot between the other guys
Yeah.
and just guess it's this one.
Dark Horse, he laughed. We like that laugh. Okay,
At least he's got a sense of humor.
he does. He does, and he laughs a lot during when people are saying hi to him and congratulating him, and is being social and stuff. So at least he can do that. You know, is
Can he
not.
count
Knew he
money?
could laugh. That was his problem. Sorry.
As you can see, pretty much everybody who's anybody in town is here, enjoying a large amount of butterscotch pie that Danica has made for drinks and drinks. Try to get English. Drinks are on the house and the pies on the house as well.
Ooh. Bye.
Only the cheap drink wine. If you want the expensive wine, you pay for it yourself. But
Is she accepting tips?
yes, she accepts tips.
Okay.
It's gonna get so wasted.
Are you congratulating Lars?
Yeah. Yeah, she's very nice to him.
Mhm.
And she'll talk to whoever. She probably actually won't get that drunk because she has to put on a face.
Mhm.
Does Irina stay at the church?
Yes,
Or okay.
she's afraid of this being a trap.
That's entirely
Yeah.
fair.
Hmm.
I mean,
Bring her pie and a drink, Emmerich.
yeah.
You know he might.
Yeah.
You know what? Emmerich will do that, especially if anyone nudges him to do so.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, Val
Emmerich will
definitely would.
Bring her
He's
pie.
like,
to
"You
We
the
should
all
bring
do.
pie."
I think
Like, you know who would-
Jesto even
just-
pushes
just-
for you to
yeah.
do it.
individually, everyone going, you know who would really like some pie?
No, Astrid's not that subtle. Like Val's like nudging you, and Astrid just hands you a pie and turns you towards the church.
Like, okay, all right. So Emmerich probably will go take some pie and drink to Irina, since she's
Yeah.
missing out on the party.
Definitely, Modesto also would like some pie, and so would the Hannah's dogs would like some pie.
No.
No?
We're not poisoning the animals by giving them human. Modesto's fine. Astrid might even give him some pie.
To hopefully poison him.
It's so sweet. This human food. It's so sweet. All of it's got honey all over it.
Hold
It's
on,
just
this
crazy.
is literally a dessert.
Well, I know, but most of it
This-
is this way. So it happens all the time. I mean, if you've ever had an infernal chicken, now you know if you get that nice and crispy burned, like they have it down in with Mammon makes it, it's got the little extra fat on it. That's
I
good.
have no idea what you're talking about.
That's a shame.
I like him.
You can have some wine if you want some,
Oh no.
Okay.
but only the free wine.
Don't get the imp drunk.
It's like if I'm not around, Hannah's in charge of you.
Valid.
Like, or unless he wants to follow me
Darn
into
it.
church.
Okay.
No,
He's not-
Hannah will gladly look at. Well, no, he can go in the church. He's fine.
he can. He wouldn't. He's not his favorite place though.
Oh yeah,
So,
no, Hannah
Yeah,
would.
so
go
like
he's like-
honestly, if he can hang out with me or Hannah, as long as he doesn't cause mischief.
Oh yeah, she's totally fine. with that.
Mischief's my middle name.
Just
so
not right
mischief.
now.
Oh
It's
yeah.
just-
Okay.
You
It's
had a
kind of an
name change in
important
that
day.
contract.
But yeah,
Yeah. We'll break some patio for you.
Is there any musicians in this crowd?
Is
Sure. Yeah. I don't have any names or anything for these musicians, but some local musicians are playing music.
All right, Val will like try to get someone to dance.
Okay.
Start a dance.
Oh, cool.
Lilina.
A dance starts.
can you? Is Ernest on this?
Is Ernst near? No, Ernst.
Ernest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can be there if you want him to be there, but in general, he's not. Okay.
That's okay. She would have to do an obligatory, hi, here's some updates conversation with him.
Yeah, he's laying low.
Well, she's gonna hover by Well, no, she can't even do that. She's just gonna talk to whoever approaches her and then otherwise look for Astrid, but is probably preoccupied.
Oh, just because it was the election day and you're being around a lot of people, I think that before we went into the election and stuff, Emmerich probably would have casted Death Ward on Hana.
Oh my god.
Just in case.
Just last minute
Because
assassin.
I have access to that spell now. Hold on, wait, do I? How much does it cost? Nothing. Okay, so touch a creature is granted imaginative protection from death. The first time the target drops to 0 hit points as a result of taking damage, the target instead drops to 1 hit point, and the spell ends.
Cool.
Okay, so you can't die outright.
For how long?
8 hours.
Sick.
So.
Astrid 100% will join in the dancing. And I mean, yes, Hana's talking to a lot of people, so she wouldn't interrupt, but also would very much be willing to be a distraction.
I think, yeah, she'll take it. She'll dance too.
Mm.
We're all dancing.
Yeah.
Just dancy. Well, Emmerich spills his heart. No, I'm kidding.
Good.
Well, Emmerich
No.
takes drinking cake to his girl.
His friend.
Definitely
Chill.
friends. She called him boy.
She called him boy. And he just got a hug. Okay, like,
Yeah. Hey, I can dream.
Would have been totally fine if she never talked to him again. Well, totally fine is probably an exaggeration.
I was gonna
he wouldn't
say,
have been upset.
would he have accepted it? Yes.
Yes.
Would he have been content and happy with it?
Mm,
No.
That's not the important part.
Yeah. Listen, we love a consent king, and also.
Listen, she's dealing with one monster already.
You're just proving the point that Astrid had told her of him making the decision.
Damn it.
But yeah, we dance.
Yeah, we dance. All kinds of people talk to Hana. Anybody who feels like they need to socialize talks to her, but nobody asked her to dance, because none of them are nobles.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense. She wasn't about to take that real personally.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Nikolai and Carl are there, but neither of them really.
No, I didn't
Yeah.
imagine.
They weren't gonna ask.
Yeah, they're not.
I mean, we did
if you
kill
ask
their
Nick,
mom.
yeah,
Astrid will dance with pretty much anyone that would be willing, but will intentionally dance with Hana, and also is not expecting people to actually want to interact with her.
mm-hmm. She's right in that most people give her a berth.
Yeah. She will drink, but will intentionally, like, 1 glass sipped through the evening, not overdo it. So.
Is Hana's mom there?
Sure.
Okay.
I didn't put her on the map, but yeah, she'll be there.
Okay. Hana will try to talk to her if she'll talk to her.
She'll talk, but she's very not about anything seriously.
Okay.
You know, she's still really, yeah.
Yeah, cool. Cool.
She plays the what do you call it? The game where she is hi, hello, yeah. But she's not interested in talking about anything seriously.
Yeah, she gets the hint real fast and stops talking to her. And then acts like everything is okie dokie. Everything is fine.
Everything is great.
All is well.
Yes, all is well.
Hana's learned that lesson a little too well.
Yep.
Need to. That's the goal for the end of the campaign, is Hana just expressing her emotions as they actually are.
Therapy.
Or like, do you ever want to go ape shit like that meme? Aren't you tired of being nice?
Please.
Do you want to go to ape shit? It's
We just need.
That's like half the
Rage
fucking
for-
party.
Hey, I dealt with it by becoming a barbarian. I don't know what you guys want.
That's still a rare occasion. That
No,
one time you saw Straw and it was on site.
She's raged multiple times. She just didn't go up in rage.
Mm.
You just need that outlet every so often, you know?
All right. So, the evening passes, many drinks were had, many desserts were had. I said pie, but it was supposed to be pudding. Whatever. Uh,
Pudding would make sense because that's you don't have to bake it.
yeah.
Well, you do,
So-
but not individual crusts. But anyways, it's fine.
Anyway, if anyone wants the recipe, I'll give you the recipe of the best crust pudding. Okay. um, and that's about all for the evening. It's nobody dies, nothing explodes, no chaos ensues.
Cool.
It's weird.
Totally uneventful.
Yeah.
Feels weird, man.
None of us sleep well that night because we're just waiting for something
No.
wrong.
And Irina is very appreciative of the food
The pie and
and the
wine.
drink. Yeah.
Good.
And he'll offer to do like a sending spell to her brother if she wants to check on him.
He says not today, but maybe the next couple of days before you leave again.
All right. I'll be sure to come by before then.
Mhm.
As in, she wants to see you again. No, I'm kidding. It's like when you're like, do you want the Tupperware back now? Oh no, you keep it. I'll pick it up in a few days.
Then what you do is you leave earrings at their place, and then you have to
Yeah.
go back and get them.
Oh, I missed it. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
Can I-
that was a strategy? I'm just a dumbass.
So speaking of leaving town,
Yeah.
Yeah. What about it?
if you guys make me stay in this town one more day, I'm going to go insane. Can we go somewhere, please?
Are you not already? Sorry.
Okay.
Are we going to A's place or werewolf things?
Do a werewolf thing.
You don't want to deal with your great grandfather's issues yet?
No, because then he'll go away forever.
Oh, I didn't know. That
Yeah,
makes
'cause
sense.
business is
If we go to his
finished.
house.
Probably.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
Whatever his issues are.
Uh-huh. So,
Are you gonna let him have a say in it?
sure.
Okay.
That's not even a conversation that would happen with you all, but like that's something they've
Emmerich
talked
looks to
about.
A.
I know.
Hey,
I'm
look.
like, we just need to ask him.
No, it's something that they've talked about because
Mhm.
she's worried that she's gonna get killed before she can help him, and then he'll be stuck here forever, actually, which would really
But also,
suck.
you don't want him to go away sooner
I don't.
than need be.
Rachel, meta knowledge wise, doesn't know if we're strong enough to go there yet. Also,
Oh.
yeah, no, she doesn't want
I
to
got
leave
freedom
behind
of movement.
her one support
Nobody's not a
person.
mobility.
She doesn't want to send away her one support person ever. No, not super keen
Okay,
on jumping
let's
to
go.
that.
Let's go face some werewolves then.
Emmerich will look to Val. Are you all right with that? We
Um,
did just come back from Immel. Well, not just, it's been a week, but
Are we going back up to Immel?
No.
no, just we dealt with
Oh, because we
werewolves
just
in
I mean,
Immel.
do we really need an ally? I mean,
Yes.
Yes.
Did you just hear what you just said?
Yes, we need allies. What do you mean?
you have a guide. Maybe I could just stay.
So
Yeah.
okay, like story, like backtracking here because I don't remember anything. What is what is the next step to advance the story?
Into
Well,
the-
I know that we need to start collecting things that We
like
were told
the
in
items
the
and the allies.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
The closest thing that we've figured out is nearby would be a werewolf that hates Strahd as much as we do, basically.
Yeah.
I will reiterate, Emmerich is not a werewolf.
And
He is
He
a
just wears
arachnid.
wolves.
so yeah, I think we've done a lot of character based important growth and backstory growth and side quests. I don't think
We technically have 3 options.
yeah.
We have werewolves, we have helping Astrid's elf dude out who knows something about the amber doors.
Which I also don't think that we are.
I think
We
we've been explicitly
also-
told we are not high enough level for
Yeah.
that.
I'm just
That is
gonna
an end game thing.
chime in that we also know one of the readings was the Master of the Swamp, which is probably Perez, which Lelina will never mention, but all the characters should know about it.
Yeah.
So technically we have 4 options.
Damn you, you just ruined right through me. I hate it.
out of character, I would not recommend Perez at level 7, but I don't know. This is Derek's game, so it
I mean,
might be different.
if we don't go and do something, we're never going to level up.
I think the werewolf one
What is level 7 friendly?
So
I
I've
think
Just doing shit.
of our knowledge that
Let
we
me,
that we have.
my rule of thumb for you guys is the further away you are from one of the villages, the higher the level you probably need to be.
Ah,
Oh, interesting.
so I do know this was like a year ago. I think Derek, you explicitly told me level 8 before you give up 8, right?
No, I don't remember saying that. Actually, honestly,
Okay. Is that inaccurate?
no.
Okay. Yeah.
but also you don't know if
the
you
only
don't try.
thing that we
But
don't
you might not
specifically
need
know
to be
is-
that level. So
Right.
yeah.
The only thing that we don't specifically know is something we should be better prepared for is the werewolf. So the werewolf is the best of the options that we are aware of.
Yeah, and in character, like going to A's thing isn't something that moves that the
Plot
main
forward,
quest forward.
yes.
It's definitely something she wants to do, and she also wants to go to crits pretty badly. Kind of not
Presumably
actually.
Fane.
We'll see him and then be like, I'm probably never coming back, and then piecing out. So no, she's not looking forward to going there either, but no, she should. So
Band-Aid.
Question, is the werewolf area near Krez? Like, are they together? Could we do both?
Yeah, where are the werewolves?
Did I figure this out when I had my drunken
Yeah,
talk with Muriel?
The werewolves are about 3 hours into the wilderness in the direction of Crest.
So we
They're so
could.
close.
We could do both. I mean,
And I mean, we have experience with werewolves now.
This forced smile on Rachel's face right now. She's just like, okay.
so okay, but that also means we'll be passing by Argenboss's house, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe
So
on
we
the way
could just do
back.
all in one. Okay, fine.
Werewolf, Kresk, Argenboss.
I guess running away is always an option too. So like,
Yes.
if
We don't have to
Yeah.
do we can do one of these things and never do anything else ever again.
It's because we'll have a TPK. Got it.
Yes. With werewolves.
Okay,
But
but
the werewolves are fine, I'm sure.
no.
I know
Okay.
in character Val is not happy about werewolves.
Then in game, we'll leave tomorrow. Let's do all the things we need to do today. Like I'm gonna grab Muriel and tell her we would like to do this tomorrow.
We sent Bo with your dad, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Aw.
Emmerich can message Irina's brother.
Yes.
Is there anything else in town we need to do before we leave?
Hannah will tell her mom that she's leaving and probably won't be back for weeks.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Could be days, could be weeks. So she won't expect a reply. It's just like a hey, just letting you know, and then she'll leave.
Mhm.
Literally.
So very, very last minute.
Yeah.
Does the direction of Kretsk take us past Astrid's family's camp?
Yep.
So either in her original visit with Val or either just on the way out, swing
Mhm.
by, and I just want to see if they have anything of help in terms of potions or poultices or anything. Because we are specifically setting out to go deal with dangerous things instead of previous. We're like, we're gonna help this. Oh fuck, it's a battle, right?
Mhm.
And I don't know that they would have anything. She has some money she can spend.
They have potions of healing in stock, 50 gold pieces. But
Okay.
nothing more powerful than that. Anything more powerful than that would need a specific request and have to them to go get it.
Yeah.
But basically anything that's in the equipment list you can get from them.
Remind me what the EP equivalent is.
EP is equal to a silver piece on
Okay. So she will purchase one of the healing potions.
okay.
Can we see if they have any diamonds?
They can get diamonds for you. They don't have it right away, but they can get diamonds for you. How many do you need?
One worth 300 gold pieces.
Hopefully just one.
Okay. They can get that for you within a couple days.
You have 300 gold?
What might be helpful also before we set out is
Oh.
just a awareness of what we have. Just
I'll
like
be right back. You can keep talking.
what people have in their inventory that is helpful for stuff.
Do
I
you want to
have
know what's in
2
my
herbal
inventory?
poultices.
So
Oh,
not
God.
just here's everything, but it's like I have an herbal poultice, I have a lantern and tinderbox and all that stuff. I have a potion of poison, and now 3 potions of healing,
Oh,
as
yay.
well as a silver short sword and some holy water and silver crossbow bolts. And then I still have Laszlo's silver dagger, by the way.
That's
And
good.
then
You should hang on
just
to that.
and then the Clover the Frog 9th level dispel magic.
Clover the
Yay.
frog.
Froggy!
I do have the scroll for mass cure wounds.
Okay.
I have an antitoxin. I have a jar of I have a jar of mucus that I've had long enough that it's pretty high up on my inventory list. That I'm pretty sure we got in like the first 5 sessions. I don't know what mucus. I don't know.
Was it from like one of the paralyzing creatures we fought?
I don't know, but
What?
eh.
Okay.
I
also
have
fireworks.
Cool.
Fantastic.
Fireworks.
I have 10
Okay.
catnip.
I have a potion of healing, a healer's kit, rations, and a poison potion. Yeah.
I have healer's kit with 9 uses left in it. Do have a hooded lantern. 2 herbal poultices. That's it. I have a coin grinder if we ever need coin dust.
I have insect solve. Charcoal?
Okay. So Emmerich.
Well, no, I have a potion of climbing and I also have 2 potions of healing.
Okay. So
We have 5 potions of healing.
We have
6.
a lot of healing.
Yeah.
Because
Good.
Hana has one too.
Okay.
So should everybody have one on their person?
I think so. I can give one to
You keep one, Emmerich takes one, and then I take one. That should cover, right?
Yeah, I think we should actually though start strategizing more combat wise. Like preparing spells.
Yeah.
Because we have a lot of redundant spells between us, so we need to make sure
Mhm.
people are taking different ones.
Emmerich and Lelina each add a regular healing potion to your inventory.
Thank you.
Okay.
Because then Val has 2, so she can heal herself and someone else if we can't get to her. So spells.
How much is the healing potion?
It's basic. It'd be 2d4 plus 4. 2d4 plus 2. Sorry.
Yeah. I always have, like, I mean, I have to choose it, but I have Divine Smite, Disguise Self, Illusory Script, Calm Emotions, and Invisibility. Always. Divine Smite, I just always keep clicked, and the rest of them are oath spells that I always have.
So we need one person, at least one person with healing. But you also have lay on hands, which is helpful.
Mhm.
Some field control stuff, if possible, would be wise. And
Always got my
some,
animals.
yeah, and
Mhm.
some really heavy damage output, ranged and up close. It's also a good idea.
I have Command, Bless, Cure Wounds, Shield of Faith, Aid, Find Steed, Gentle Repose and Lesser Restoration, but I don't think I have the ingredients.
You have a
Restoration.
do you have a spell focus? Or are you using components?
I have my spell focus, but I don't know if I can do Lesser Restoration with
If
that.
it doesn't have a price attached to it, then you don't need any ingredients.
I thought Lesser Restoration was one that required stuff. Never mind. And then I do have now Magic Weapon, Prayer of Healing, Warding Bond, and Zone of Truth. But Warding Bond, I do need Platinum Rings of at least 50 GP each.
Yeah, it's like a marriage thing.
So in terms of like field control,
That's not really a paladin thing. You're up and personal. You're a paladin barbarian.
Yeah, you're gonna want to use most of your spell slots for smites anyway.
so I'm keeping Aid and Bless because that is what I could do for you guys. And then the rest is going to be based off of what I can do. Yeah.
And
I
most of
ma-
my spells are I've made Val to be very supportive outside of combat, so she has a lot of rituals, but I do know she knows counterspell now, which is probably a good one.
Oh,
Nice.
love it. Love to hear it.
Okay. Yeah, and
And then
Heather, I
this
don't-
nonsense is very control-y because it slows people down and blinds them.
yeah, I always have all my spells prepared. So
Mhm.
I have Bane, Charm Person, Cure Wounds, Disguise Self, Fairy Fire, Magic Missile, Shield, Sleep, Feather Fall, Misty Step, Reams Binding Ice, Tasha's Mind Whip, Counterspell, Fear, Hypnotic Pattern, and I don't know how to pronounce this. Ashadon Stride.
Hmm.
I move very fast with fire
Oof.
under my feet.
Oh.
So
It's always good to have 2 people to counterspell. Just saying.
yeah. So Emmerich, Lilina, I think you two have the most overlapping functions spell-wise, so you should probably
I pretty much always have Cure Wounds, Detect Evil and Good, Protection from Evil and Good, Spiritual Weapon. Those ones I pretty much always have prepared. I've started preparing Spirit Guardians. I'm thinking about taking off protection from evil and good because I can prepare Aura of Purity instead, and that can get people within 30 feet of me instead of one person.
Do that because I since day one have not unclicked protection from evil and good just because that's how Lilina would be.
So instead of that, should I have like an attack spell or there's like Aura of Vitality?
I have that for reasons.
Well,
Attack stuff.
Dispel Magic.
Dispel Magic's good, or yeah, Inflict Wounds is first level, right?
Yes, I can prepare that.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
Yeah,
So should I swap out Detect Evil and Good for that since we're going against werewolves? Okay.
And Val has Dispel Magic.
I
so-
could start taking Guiding Bolt, which is good for range and it gives the next person advantage.
Is Val's Dispel Magic original?
Which I'll swap out Find Traps for that because I had that
I
prepared.
didn't think that came as
No, but it
original.
would always be level 4, which is kind of.
Should I start taking Healing Words so I can bonus action heal people?
Unless you have
I have
anything else
healing
bonus
word.
action-y that's not.
No.
Yeah, so.
Because then I do have some decent, like I always have, or I don't have to, I have like Toll the Dead
Yeah, healing
as a
word.
cantrip, so I could always
If
use
you
that.
do Healing Word and then Aura Vitality, because you have it up one
can't
and then
do
the next,
two
no, but you have
spells.
it up one. You'd have Aura Vitality up first. Next round,
Because that would be
you go
concentration, and then I
attack,
could use Healing
and
Word.
your bonus action, you could do max healing out of Healing Word instead of because it would
That's
most
not-
out of that spell.
Yeah, I
That's-
mean, healing word is definitely the best healing spell in the game because
But it
it's a
doesn't
bonus
do much
action.
healing.
Healing
It-
Word wouldn't be max
It
damage
doesn't
with Aura of
matter
Vitality,
because
though.
you are you're healing
wouldn't be?
someone,
Aura Vitality is
then-
max healing.
Yeah.
and then you're doing something else. So you are healing someone, but you're also probably doing damage to the enemy, which is taking away from their side. So you're giving to our side and taking away from their side. That's why healing word is so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you have Aura
Is it
Vitality and
an
Healing Word,
aura, or is it the spell Aura of Vitality? Because if it's Aura of Vitality, then I'm looking at a different spell than you. Aura of Vitality does not say in there that it gives you max health.
And
when you
I
cast
always
it.
have Bane prepared. That's one of my always prepared spells. So
because
that
I-
could be fun.
Vitality that I'm aware of is a spell that when you are within that aura,
I wouldn't bother.
gain max healing from
Here.
whatever healing is given.
Healing energy radiates from you in an aura of 30 feet until the spell ends. Your aura moves with you, centered on you. You can use a bonus action to cause one creature in the aura to. So that one automatically on my bonus action I can heal. I don't have to use Healing Word.
That's
But it's
okay.
not
That's the one
max,
that
yeah.
gives
That's
healing,
what it
not the
does.
one that does.
I think Beacon. I think you're thinking of Beacon of Hope.
Am I?
Here's-
Okay.
And
is level
regains
5.
maximum number of hit points from healing. Okay. So that's if we need like advantage on wisdom saving throws. And then
But-
also
And it still gives
But
you
like in
with your bonus
general,
action
it's
healing.
almost, obviously we're very role play in this group, but in general, like strat wise, it's almost always better to do damage than heal someone. Like
Yeah.
if you're gonna take your whole turn just to heal someone, it's
Yeah.
Okay, I'm last. Fairy Fire always prepared, Healing Word, protection from evil and good, Thunder Wave, Enthrall always prepared, Misty Step always prepared, Flame Blade, locate object, Moonbeam, Aura of Vitality, conjure animals, dispel magic, and freedom of movement.
Okay. So you have a lot of heavy hitting spells in Emmerich, so then you can do your couple of really good supporting healing spells, or at least keeping people from dying spells, and then do
It's just hard because concentration, everything is concentration for druids.
yes. Yeah.
Everything good anyway. Sorry.
I instead of taking Aura of Purity for this one, I could take Aura of Life. Well, it's just my 4th level spell, but here.
Oh, and freedom of movement. Because.
So like if anyone's down and I move my aura, anyone down would regain 1 hit point if they were at 0. If they start their turn in that aura.
I wouldn't. I think
The kind of cleric you are, you don't need this.
What is
Because you
Guardian of
can
Faith?
you can do spare the dying from distance.
I also would think just it feels redundant. We have a lot of healing. We can all do healing to some extent, except for Val, it sounds like.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't.
I'd say at that point is whatever Emmerich's priority would be. If you're conflicted.
Yeah.
But
I mean, for offense, I
like-
do have, like, I always have one hellish rebuke per long rest. Right now, I've got guiding bolt, inflict wounds, ray of enfeeblement's always prepared, and spiritual weapon, as well as
Okay.
I can take guardian of faith and spirit guardians.
And I do have my aura
Spirit
starting
guardians
this
are good.
level, apparently. So within 10 feet of me, there's a +2 bonus to saving throws. Is that the only thing?
Instead of taking dispel magic, I could do mass healing word.
If we're all getting really knocked down real quick.
So like I think it's actually kind of more important to look at the lower to mid-level spells rather than the spells that you have at higher levels, because you can only cast like 1 or 2 of them. Those aren't going to be
I do have
super big
3
game
level 3
changers.
spells, so that would be the mass healing.
Okay.
I have 3 level 2s and 4 level 1s.
Okay, I think any of one of those is good.
You just don't need all of them.
Yeah, I wouldn't take too many mass healing stuff. I would pick one broad healing thing.
Like,
I have the spell
Like any
scroll
of the
of
ones
mass
you
cure
listed.
wounds too, by the way. So I'd rather use this scroll than one of your
Yeah.
spell slots.
Like it just cover what you need, but like don't be overly redundant, because then it limits what you ultimately can do.
I tell
Semantics.
Muriel we're leaving tomorrow
Hi,
if she's
yeah, Derek.
available.
I just said tactics. I'm
Yeah.
trying. They're
Mhm.
planning. They're growing up.
You're welcome.
We have
It only
time.
took it
We're
only
not
took
being
2.5 years.
shoved into,
Hey,
oh,
I've
let's do long rest
tried.
attacks.
Don't-
I know. I'm just.
We've been doing pretty good, to be
You-
fair.
I mean, I could take locate creatures so we can find the werewolves faster.
What's the
We have
spell
somebody leading
description?
us to them.
Well, then never mind.
Yeah. Sorry.
That might be something to swap out day of if for some reason. Thank you, Eclipse. Yes, you're beautiful.
Yeah, Lilina's girlfriend's gonna show us where it is.
Stop it. You can't be out of game jealous if you're not in game jealous.
I say girlfriend or girlfriend?
I'm not either.
No, I know. God, that would be awkward.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, so I will, before
Yeah.
we leave, I will send like that message to Irina's brother, just to help them both check up on each other.
Hey, what are we doing? Huh? What are we doing?
So when Irina, or when Isaac replies, when Ismark replies,
There you go.
yeah, he says, not great here. Is the demon guy, or no, the Isaac is mad at you, burned down your house. Sorry.
Which one?
I told you he was a
The
piece
small
of
one.
shit.
I assume you can't burn down the other one.
Oh, he burned down that one too, but
Oh,
it's
this is
it was
great.
It
great.
comes back.
This is great. I told you he's a garbage person. But that sucks.
Then he says, Baron hooked on meat pies.
No.
Baron, who, what, how?
Oh, he burned down your house. Yikes. How do you know which one?
That's about all the words he had. So
Oof.
We should probably check on Barovia at some point, please.
Yeah. Round 2 with Isaac. Let's go.
Round 2 is like round 4 now.
Yeah, Hannah says nothing about that if Emmerich brings it up.
Emmerich will obviously let everyone know, like, hey, we should go by Barovia because Isaac did take me up on my offer. And
What do
then
you
burned
mean?
down my house.
Oh,
So
I'm so sorry.
You should have left some shoes there. That's
Which house?
I'm assuming the one that can burn down. Because I remember that they said that people have tried to burn down the haunted house and it just is there the next day.
Not
Right.
fair. He
right.
got to burn down a house before me. I say under my breath away from people.
I'm so sorry, Emmerich. That's
So I don't have a home anymore.
I don't either.
Elena,
I'm just saying.
please.
Home is where your family is.
He's genuinely holding back tears.
I
Go and give him a hug.
can help. I'll do what I can to help you rebuild it. If that's
It's not like,
Phoebe.
I mean, we just don't really have a place to stay whenever we go to Barovia now.
We'll just stay with Ismark. It's fine.
well, there are places in Vallaki that I could easily purchase for you.
That was just the last place I had of my mother.
Yeah.
And he's touching a pouch on his bag. But So. and I'd be destroyed if anyone gets hurt in Barovia because of me.
Won't be because of you.
It will absolutely be because of me. I invited him there.
It's his choice. It is his choice to go and his choice to do the destruction. It's not on you.
So I'll probably send another message or sending to Ismark
Mm.
to let him know we'll be by to try and help with the situation and that hopefully he hasn't done anything else. And ask if he's still there.
He says, he appears to be glad that he uses more words, because this is what he says. He says, attacked Doru. Doru killed him. Gone now.
Oh,
He attacked Doru?
Doru's gone and Isaac's dead,
No.
or Doru's dead.
No, Doru killed Isaac.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
This got worse somehow.
Are
My
we
best
changing
friend
plans?
killed my brother. Why the fuck did he attack Doru? What?
I think we should go by Barovia first.
Isaac probably realized they were harboring a vampire.
Can we go
That's
by
all.
Barovia first?
Yeah.
Let's go by Barovia first.
sounds a
Please.
bit more urgent than. I mean, yes. I mean, definitely more urgent than werewolves.
Plans change.
Yep.
Plans change. My brother's dead. What about the Baron?
You died once, I'm sure.
Elena,
Like, no,
not-
what I'm saying is
no, that's not helpful.
he
Emrick's
probably
freaking
is
out.
back.
I
It's
hope
not helpful.
Trying to be
So-
helpful.
Emrick will like turn to Irina, be like, "Hey, so apparently we're going by Barovia. If
Okay.
you need anything."
No, I think I still got all the stuff I need.
Okay, great, fantastic.
Yeah, I should have killed him.
Well, he's dead now.
Or not.
He's either dead or he's undead, and if he's undead, he's going down again anyway.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Would it make more sense logistically to come back to get Muriel to do the werewolf stuff, or have her go with us? Like,
No,
Like-
let's
No.
not drag her.
I don't
into this.
know. No, I
Otherwise-
just don't know logistically what's
Yeah,
where.
completely other direction.
Gotcha.
So we're taking a day trip to Barovia.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll be back.
Do you need a hug, Emmerich? Or
If I get hugged, I will cry.
she's gonna hug you.
He cries.
Aw.
Just full like head buried in shoulder, just smallest you've ever seen him.
Can she like pet his head like he's the dog?
That's entirely fine. You hear shuffling. just hear it.
Like a leg.
No, like a tail.
Oh.
You can't see it. My chair
That's
gets
funny.
nudged.
buddy.
All right. Off to Barovia.
With the hat on, he doesn't have to like hide it in his pants.
Eh.
I
You said it.
did that. Where else would he hide it?
Where most people hide it.
12-year-olds, it's fine.
You've killed him. Look what you've done.
My goal in life to make Derek laugh like that.
As long as he can still breathe, sure.
It's like me every
Ooh.
time I
He
play in
just
your
like
game.
disappeared. Just,
Mhm.
just
Don't mind
gone.
me, I'm 12.
Yeah.
Don't mind me, I'm 12.
Literally, when you started laughing, I said, we're all 12 here.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay. So I get.
Hi ho. Hi ho.
Nikki, write that down so I can tweet it out later.
Yes,
There
please.
you go.
It
I don't
All
have
of
to
it.
hide it in my pants anymore.
Yeah.
It was a tail.
Where else would I hide it?
Yeah. No. I've started
Awful.
writing down random quotes that have been
Quotes.
said.
Yeah.
We need a quotes channel in this Discord.
Mhm.
We
Yeah.
gotta.
2.5 years in. We've missed some good ones though.
Gee, we buddies.
Okay.
Now it reflects Isaac. No,
Hey, so let's go to Barovia.
Yay.
Yay! Where I lost my house. Wasn't even a good house. It was a tiny little like 2-room house.
Hey,
It's
everybody's got
gone.
memories there.
Still a
Sitting
house.
scared after Strahd. Sitting
I
there
have another house that we
Haunted
can't
house.
go in.
And a windmill.
And a windmill.
We
Man,
don't talk about the windmill.
we don't.
That's
And we
because you
should.
guys don't talk about it. We can totally talk about it.
You know what? We can go check out the windmill whenever you guys want to check out the windmill.
Think it's on the way, isn't it?
That's on fire too.
Technically, yeah.
I
He
feel
just-
like this is kind of urgent though.
Yeah.
He did
Yeah.
a Google search on properties that
I think
Emmerich
the-
owns.
Damage has already been done. I don't know if it's urgent at this point.
Well, it's
Right.
urgent that Doru's out.
It's urgent to Emmerich.
It's urgent that Doru is out. That's
Well, we don't know if Emmerich. Wait, is Doru out? That wasn't in the message. We
That's
just
not
know
what he
Doru
said.
killed Isaac.
Yeah.
I don't
Let's
know
go
what that
find out.
means for Doru.
I heard, and he's gone.
And I think he's gone meant Isaac's dead.
Okay.
I think
I-
that's how
I
I'm
took
taking
that
it.
as Doru killed Isaac and then Doru left.
Yeah, that would be a
If
problem.
Doru left, Emmerich is inconsolable.
I wouldn't blame him.
I think we should do the windmill on the way back, not on the way there.
Only if Ember brings it. I don't think anyone right now is actually picking up the windmill.
Yeah.
I don't know,
would be.
Elena might.
And it's like, let's go burn down your third.
I just want progress.
Is the windmill progress?
I just need something in my life.
I'll be right back.
I've been in Valaki for 2 weeks. Please, God. Let me fight something.
We head to Barovia.
Okay. Got to Barovia.
I
It takes
changed
a
my
few
fourth
hours.
level spell.
A few hours, yep. Because Barovia itself, the place, not the city, is small.
I'm changing my 4th level spell for the day.
I'm going back. What do I? Oh God, I'm changing Guardian of Faith to locate creature in case I gotta find fucking Doru.
And I'm casting Dominate Beast because might need it.
Can we take a little break since Heather's gone? I need also
Yeah.
to get up.
Yeah.
I'm
okay,
I'm
let's
going
do
back
that.
through my
Okay.
Yeah, let's go ahead and take 10 minutes or so, and
to fix my spells.
yeah.
I'm getting hold person back.
Mhm.
Okay. I'll be
Welcome back. We are
Back to
having traveled to the village of Barovia with okay, sorry. My brain just kind of rebooted for a second there, and I realized something that is completely irrelevant, and I'll talk to you later about it. But anyway, they uh shit. You're in Barovia. You go over
Yeah.
to where Emmerich's house was. And it is
Mhm.
indeed burned down. And so is the house next door, the ghost house. It's like still smoldering.
Emmerich will look through the rubble for anything.
yeah.
If
Hannah's,
there's go ahead.
Hannah's got a super sharp eye out for her father or Isaac.
Mm,
Or I guess not Isaac anymore. No, just her father.
Uh,
Really helping Emmerich.
So first he'll look through the rubble of like his actual like the small house for
Mhm.
anything that might have been left, like anything from the kitchen or the bedroom.
There's really not anything of utility, but you do find a memento. You can decide what it is, but a memento from your mom or something like that that has somehow survived.
Maybe like her jewelry box.
Okay. But other than that, it went down pretty quickly. It's a wooden house, like that. So
It was a small wooden house, so
mhm.
um
There's also a couple other houses that are burnt too, which are the ones on sides too. So it spread a little bit before, but those houses were abandoned. So
okay, well, that's good. Before I check the other house,
mhm.
I Ismark said that before that people have tried to burn down the house and he just pops up the next day, right?
He didn't specify the next day.
Or it comes back.
Yes.
Do I see anything in the rubble or about the rubble? Anything ghostly?
No, not at all. In fact, it is as quiet and not active right in this area as it is compared to how it usually was. It's just like nothing.
Hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Weird.
Like if there were spirits here, they burned them down too,
Wait a minute.
or they ran away.
Spirits run away?
Sometimes.
Um,
Spirits run away.
then Emmerich will take a moment at the house with the memento. He'll put it in his bag and immediately
Mhm.
start beelining for the church.
Okay. All right. So guys, assume follow him.
Mhm.
Head over to the church. You're gonna walk right in.
Keeping an
Yeah,
eye out. Hearing if
Okay.
there's-
just immediately bursts in and
Mhm.
calls out for Father Donovich.
Mhm. It's pouring rain now. Probably about halfway through where you were digging through things, it started pouring rain. So yes, yes, Donovich says, and he comes out. He's got a stick. He's limping, and limps over uh, uh, to you. Oh, Emmerich, Emmerich, it's so good to see you.
Are you okay? What happened? I just spoke to Ismark a few hours ago.
Uh, your brother did not take well to me not wanting to answer his questions about you, but I will be all right.
and how's Doru? Ismark said Isaac attacked Doru.
Yes, Isaac, when Isaac heard him and found out that he was a vampire, he demanded entrance and they fought in the basement and Doru beat him or killed him.
Is Doru all right? Is he okay?
Yeah, I mean, at least physically, he's still a vampire, but he's still uh, uh, it's kind of weird the way that they regenerate and thing. And I did not watch the battle, but I could hear it. If you wish to talk to him, he's still down there.
I'm so sorry.
Is Isaac still down there?
No. The
What?
body, his body burned to nothingness.
It burned?
Yes, on its own. That is what Doru told me.
How long ago was this?
Yesterday.
Can I go down to
Yes.
check? But did Emrick's gonna kind of check over Father Donovich to see what his injuries are like and if he could use some healing.
Yeah, he probably could use some healing. It looks like he tried to heal himself, but the bone didn't set right, like a broken leg. That didn't set right.
Will I have to break it again?
Probably.
God. I'm gonna try to fix the. It's gonna hurt.
Right.
Is that all right?
Yes.
Okay. And Emrick will do what he needs to do.
Okay. He re-breaks the leg. Okay, go ahead.
Yep.
Father Donovich wishes that he had some liquor.
Do you technically still have a flask of brandy from Val's head?
And then
She's not going to give it to him though.
You need to heal, let's say, 8 hit points worth. So.
All right. So then I'll probably do. How much is 1d8 plus 15. I'll do a level 3 cure wounds.
Okay.
Let me pull that up.
Nice.
Yay.
That's a lot. He is as spry as he's ever been now. Or at least, a long time since you've known him. He said, "Oh, that's much better. I had it a little awkward when I used it by myself, my own magic. Thank you, Emrick. Treasure."
Right. And he'll hug Father Donovich.
Father Donovich will hug back.
Yay. And then Emrick will go over to the trapdoor.
All right. Hey, I don't know if anyone else, if half this party has ever seen handouts of these guys.
I think we've been here before.
I don't know if everyone's seen Doru. I think it might just be Val that's seen Doru.
No, because we came over before when you were checking on him.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember who all I've taken down. Because I don't think I've taken the whole party because that's a lot of people.
Yeah, no.
So I think maybe Astrid's been down there.
Maybe.
This is Father Donovich or Donovich.
I know I've at least been to the church with him. Yeah.
And yeah, it tells me only Val and Emrick have seen these handouts. So here we go.
Ooh. I'll ask if the rest of the party wants to go down to see Doru or if they'd rather stay up. Because he is still a vampire.
Astra will want to go down both to meet your friend and also to be with you in case you need support. Not even necessarily thinking physical support, but like just emotional.
And Emrick will mention they said he burned when I died.
Yes.
My body burned, right?
Yes. Like its own campfire.
Okay.
But you were back very quickly. Oh, lovely.
Yeah,
Handsome
he's
young
not
man.
having a good time.
Oh.
He's very stable.
So, actually, Doru looks the best that he has in quite some time.
I'm sure he does.
And he is kind of almost even, excited to come and hug Emmerich.
And Emmerich does look completely different because he's still wearing the
Yeah.
hat, but he'll immediately accept the hug. Like, oh my god.
Like, he
Doru?
kind of know. I'm just saying he knows. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But,
Well, I mean,
The
yeah.
Father Donovan could be like, "Hey, it's Emmerich here."
yeah.
Emmerich probably
I
called
forget-
out to Doru before he
yeah,
went down, so like the
yeah.
voice
Yeah.
pretty distinct.
I forget about the hat sometimes. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So
So
I'm trying to
okay.
do better about reminding about the hat.
Thank you. He says, yes, this giant of a man with a demon hand came in and demanded my head.
Oh, rude.
I am so sorry. It's that was Isaac. My
that's what I've
brother.
been told. I've been told.
I didn't think he would come to Barovia so quickly, and I didn't think he would attack you. Or even find out about you.
That's my own fault, I suppose. Because I was just talking to my father through the floor.
You're looking well.
I'm feeling well. I fed a lot.
I
It's kind of, yeah. But I needed it.
I completely understand. Where was he'll look around for a pile of ashes.
There's a pile of clothes and and some ashes and a battle axe.
I'm gonna go over there and look at the pile of ashes with my eyes of the grave to see if there's any undead essence to it.
Okay. So first of all, also Doru is not wearing what he wore last time. I mean, he's wearing one of Donovich's vestments, like over a little nicer looking thing.
That's nice.
There is no no, it's not undead. The dust is not undead, but there's really not a lot of ashes for as much as you would think for the skeleton of a creature or a person as big as Isaac.
I don't want to take any chances. I want to do the proper rites and burials at the very least. He'd probably ask Father Donovich for like an urn or something to put him in.
Okay, they have one. He has a
Um,
few actually, just for
So
those.
he'll
Even though Barovians don't usually burn the bodies, but in this case,
or like a box, anything to put
Yeah.
him in.
okay.
And Emmerich will try to do that. First he'll continue to catch up with Doru.
Okay.
And he'll even like because did we talk to Doru after what happened in Immel? Have we come back to Barovia since then?
Yes, you
Didn't
stopped
we
in
spend some
Barovia.
time?
Yeah.
Yeah, we landed at your house for like a night, and then we.
Yeah, I don't think he like visited Doru though.
You did.
Did they? So he would have
Yeah.
already seen me with the hat.
Yeah, I remember you doing a play for play, like what happened.
Okay, got it.
So it's funny because Doru like looks and feels more alive than he has been a long time, even though he's cold and pale.
Mhm.
But he's even just a little flushed from having fed.
I mean, when you've starved for a year.
Yeah.
And he'll, I don't know if your father told you, but he burned down my house.
Yes, he was demanding from my father what information about you.
Do you know what kind of information?
Where you lived,
Nah.
who was there, where you came from, things like that.
He was apparently my half brother. He was in Valaki. Was actually, and he'll look to Hana and kind of like asking for permission.
Hana didn't go down.
Oh, it's just asked.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Actually, was adopted in Valaki. However, he wasn't a good man, and we ended up having to exile him and his adoptive father from Valaki. But before that, I had tried to make amends and offer him a place with me as my brother. So this is
Not much of a talker to me. Mostly
no,
I heard
yeah.
him yelling.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. But I will take care of this. I am very glad that you're okay. And
It was certainly the most frightening thing I'd ever. It was much longer than when I encountered Strahd. And I was flying on instincts, and I didn't know I had, and
mhm.
it's frightening.
You defended yourself well.
But I'm not sure I want to do it again.
I'll be honest, I feel similarly. But I'm glad you're okay. And he'll hug him again.
Okay, and he'll hug back.
Yay.
Mm-hmm.
And then Emmerich will kind of like give him the run through of like what's happened since like yeah, we fought a witch in her book club. And some skeletons. There was an election.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to tell him about your little friend?
I would no. I told Irina about me and what I am now. I don't remember if Emmerich showed Doru the change or just explained the hat.
I think he just explained it, but it's up to you. We can retcon if you want to have showed it.
Or he probably wouldn't have right after the fact, but he'll be like, oh, I did die in Immel, and when I came back, I turned into this. And he'll take off the hat.
Poke.
Yeah.
You look worse off than I do. He
Oh,
says that
yeah.
kind of a joking way.
No, he knows. He
Yeah.
laughs. I mean, you still look relatively human.
But
I guess we're both going through it.
I thought I was done with that, going through the puberty part.
You know, they say your body changes.
Yeah.
Not
Not in the way I
very
expected.
warm now.
I can
Like
feel
as he gestures to like the glowing.
Yeah.
I think I told you I could breathe fire.
Yeah.
So there's always a lot going on now compared to how quiet it was just a month ago.
Maybe it's because he's paying attention.
Oh, we met him. We had dinner. And I wasn't the most polite.
He's
He
kind
tried
of
to talk about you.
yeah. I can hear him calling me sometimes, which is why I stay with the door shut. Because it's difficult to resist.
You won't have to resist forever.
I really hate him, Rick. I really, really hate him.
I hate him too. And
We've got that in common too, don't we?
He's going to regret everything he's done to you, to Irina, to Barovia.
I hope
He's not
so.
getting away with it, as he has for 200 years.
I hope so.
We do have to we were planning on going to meet up with some werewolves, actually.
What?
There's so much going on all of the time.
I don't.
Before I was sending a message to Ismark from Irina, and that's when we found out about Isaac's visit. So,
yes.
Unfortunately, I can't stay long.
I understand. I'm pretty boring down here.
You have never been boring.
Thank you. That's a lie, but thank you.
Please, I feel like I was more boring. He'll just again another hug.
Okay.
Be like, and then he'll actually like take care of the ashes.
Okay.
But it's obvious he doesn't want to go.
And Astrid, just insight check whenever Dora was talking about just the stuff that had happened with Isaac, specifically looking for any blame on in how Doru was talking to Emmerich, if Doru at any point pulls back or has any of that like blaming Emmerich.
Okay, go ahead and give me an insight roll.
That's fine. I always doubt myself on what my number is. It is a +4. 19. Better than my 9 from earlier.
He doesn't seem to blame Emmerich, from what you can tell.
I think she's just chilling by the stairs after introducing herself, just chilling and trying to be as relaxed genuinely as she can, both as she's here for Emmerich and also she's not trying to act like she's in the presence of a dangerous thing. And it's not like, it's when you're like, you're not faking it, but you're being super intentional about it type of thing.
Yeah.
Not really getting into the way, not joining in the conversation, but yeah, I'm with my friend who's hanging out with his buddy. Isn't it cool?
And anyone who wanted to come down, Emmerich would have introduced. And seeing how stable Doru is, he'd ask if anyone else wanted to meet him. No. No? Okay.
And Val would say hi, just she's met him before. So
Yeah. So, but Emmerich would hesitantly handle the ashes and leave, even though he obviously doesn't want to.
Okay. You successfully leave after a little bit.
Now you're trapped here forever. No.
And I'll talk to Hana probably and let her know, like, Isaac's in here. But he'll do burial rites and things,
Mhm.
trying to give him a proper everything, for a respectful reason, but then also because he believes that's how you keep someone from, turning into a vampire and such.
Mhm.
Even if he's already ashes, he doesn't want to take that chance.
Makes sense to me.
Hana will have nothing to do with it.
That's entirely fair.
Yeah.
And then once that's done, Emmerich will probably ask Father Donovich about like what Isaac was asking about, like if there was anything specific he was talking about, if he had done anything else.
No, he was just very angry at you and was attempting to hurt you.
Well, he did.
I'm sorry. I would have known beforehand. I perhaps could have steeled myself, but I no match as an old man for that brute.
You did everything you could. I know how Isaac is. We've dealt with him for a while. Well, dealt with him. It's not quite the right word, but
Mhm.
I tried to placate him, but obviously it didn't work. I am just sorry that I didn't think he would come here so soon.
I don't know that it's your fault. What happens sometimes, and regardless, if he is a person of free will and could go where he wants.
I don't think anyone else was hurt. The houses around me have been empty for a while, so
That's what Ismark said. Yeah.
I managed to find this in the rubble, and he'll show him the music box or the jewelry box. It's like one of those jewelry boxes. If you open it, it plays a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
that's nice.
So, could I leave this with you for safekeeping?
Of course.
I don't exactly have a place to put it currently.
You're always welcome here, Emmerich.
Thank you. Doru is looking much better. I wish it were in better circumstances, but I'm not upset that it happened. I'm upset that he was attacked, but not that he benefited from the situation. Okay. Oh, I would like to. I'm gonna go talk to Ismark very quickly, but I'm just glad he didn't do more damage. And I'm so sorry he attacked you and Doru. I'll probably give him another hug.
Yeah, let's give a hug. He says, I think that Ismark's at the tavern.
Then I think we'll probably go check on him. Do you know of like a man that was traveling with Isaac?
Yes, he's hanging out with Ismark all the time now.
What? Okay.
Follows Ismark around.
Oh no.
Are we sure we don't want to backtrack and have just done werewolves?
I mean, no harm, no foul, apparently. Oh, the only person that got hurt was Emmerich. Well, no, he did hurt Father Donovich. But we fixed that now. It's fine. Emotional damage. But yeah, so I guess if everyone else is okay with it, Emmerich is gonna want to talk to Ismark.
Yeah.
He feels bad derailing everything for this, but
It's worth it.
was Hana there whenever Emmerich was talking to Father Donovich? Or
No, she's very much minding her own business.
then Emmerich will probably tell her, by the way, you're the Baron. Or well, not the Baron. Your father is here still.
Uh-huh.
And he's following Ismark around, apparently.
Oh no.
So
Okay.
we're probably gonna find both of them at the tavern. Do
Cool.
you want to be there?
No, I don't want to be there.
You don't have to be.
No, I know. Yeah, I'll take a walk.
I walk with you.
Damn.
What were you gonna do?
I don't know. I want to figure something out.
Come back as fucking Hans.
Listen, Hana and Lelena going off should fill
They're
me
just
with
gonna talk
confidence,
shit.
but instead it just
Talk mad
fills me
shit.
with dread.
Yes.
Especially
Pull
because
out a
it's
wine
not
bottle.
in Valaki when Hana needs everything to be taken care of a certain way.
We
Here,
go
she don't give a
find a
shit.
rundown bench somewhere and crack open our own bottles of wine
No,
Gonna get a meat
actually,
pie?
and
yeah.
just talk a bunch
No.
of shit.
Yeah. No, like actually, she would bring out her wine. She's like, why not? I think we're gonna stay here at this point. So
Where?
I don't know.
It doesn't
An abandoned house.
matter.
But
A
well,
church.
anyone who wants to go with Emmerich can go with Emmerich to the tavern,
Yeah.
where no one's gonna recognize him.
Yeah, Val will go. She's met Ismark
Ismark.
before, so.
Yeah.
Well, we've all met Ismark.
Ismark.
Oh, right. Sorry. I keep on forgetting we've been here more than once.
Yeah, Ash will go because that's the bigger support needed right now.
Yeah. Hannah's just like
Keely,
relieved not to be in Valaki.
how many bottles of wine do you even have left?
Not
Just this
many.
one. Just this one.
Not many. May need to
Wait,
restock
Infinite
later.
wine.
And most of
You're
the
gonna
times
stop?
when she's drinking, it's because it's already being supplied.
Oh,
This is the first one she has in her
Yes,
inventory that she is cracking open.
Yes. If it was ever at like Hana's house, I would go find one.
Right.
Uh-huh.
From the secret reserves.
they have barrels
Secret.
Yeah.
Ooh, barrels.
there. Yeah.
Maybe I should. So I was thinking about getting a cart before leaving, but then I'm like, no, that's too extra. And
I
then I
have-
was like, oh my god, I can carry so much wine on my cart.
I have
Oh my
4
God.
bottles left.
It's literally in her flaw. She has
yeah.
an issue.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, go talk to Ismark. Lily and I am just talking shit. And
Okay.
talking about cute girls.
So in
Yeah.
the mostly empty tavern is I don't know if you remember, but there's the bartender who just kind of idly wipes things. There's the 3 Vistani women inside. We're sitting there, and there's Ismark, and then there's the Baron. And the Baron is drunk as fuck. He is tipsy. He's moved back and forth, and he's singing songs and say, "Da-da, da-da, da-da,
How does his voice compare to
Oh,
Hana's?
God.
da-da."
doesn't.
He has a very nice baritone, actually.
Hey. Real quick, does lesser restoration cure drunkenness?
Hmm.
Emmerich immediately is gonna walk up and slap this man on the back with lesser restoration.
Hmm. He goes, "Ugh."
What are you doing here?
He looks up. I was having a good time. We're trying.
Was
What
this
are you
after you
doing
burned
here?
my fucking house down?
I didn't touch your house.
Also, this would probably be the angriest Ismark's ever seen you.
Uh-huh. Ismark's like, I have nothing to do with that.
No,
Nothing
you
to do
just
with
came
that.
here with him.
That's where you told him to go. Where the hell
Right.
else was I supposed to
Yes.
go?
I told him to come here so he could have a place to stay because you guys got exiled, not so he could burn down my fucking houses.
Well, I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience for you.
Well, since he's not here anymore, you can leave.
I think that as a nobleman,
You're not.
I was drunk. I am noble regardless, and I can stay here, and I'm here on the hospitality of the Ivloviches.
He'll sigh and look to Ismark.
Ivliskovovich. And he says, Ismark says, do you want me to kick him out of town? He's going to die somewhere, you know.
I'm pretty sure that was the point of him getting exiled.
Well,
I cared about my brother, not him. And I'm very sorry for the inconvenience they have caused you. And he's like angry with tears in his eyes. Like he's that
yeah.
he's there.
Ismark says, okay, I understand your position, but
I would not impose my decision on you. You are obviously free to do as you see fit.
compared to his companion, he's a harmless old man.
You're pretty much right. He was only able to do as much damage as he did in Velaki because of my brother.
And I feel honor bound to hospitality as long as he is not overstepping it.
I understand.
That makes the Baron smirk. The Baron says, round for everybody. Even
Uh.
around for my daughter. Why don't you take one to her?
She's
wherever
not
she
here.
is?
She wouldn't
Emmerich
want to talk to
slowly
you.
turns back to the Baron.
Uh-huh.
The second you are out of Ismark's sight, we
I didn't hear what the last thing you said was.
will have a conversation.
Uh-huh. Wow.
Huh?
He doesn't seem to care. And he's going to go back into his cups.
Is a round actually brought?
Yes.
Does he actually pay?
Yes.
Emmerich will then try to ignore the Baron and just have a more in-depth conversation with Ismark about how Barovia's been doing, how Irina's been doing, and anything that he wants told to Irina.
Give me an insight check.
I'm scared.
No, I scared. Astrid's just chilling like in the doorway and will accept the round
Oh, hey, that's really good.
and drink it while like just clocking all the people
That's,
in here and how they're doing.
Sure.
18
The-
plus 6 is 24.
Okay.
Oh,
The
nice.
three, you know that the three Vistani in here are Mortu.
Yep.
Okay.
She will not I think if they make eye contact with her, she'll nod to them, but she will
Mhm.
not engage with them.
Mhm.
But is more like, you know, making sure there's nothing that seems out of the ordinary for people being in a tavern drinking.
Yep. Okay.
Whatever that would mean.
Ismark's a little put out. You get the impression, definitely, that he kind of feels like that someone else's problems got dumped on him. But he's still thankful for you that you are protecting Irina. And he's very happy to hear that she's still doing well. And really, that's the ultimate goal.
Mhm. Emmerich might subtly be like, since you're like, try to subtly slip into the conversation something about like, you're bound by hospitality. I am not. Is there something I can do for you?
He's like, all he does is drink and have his dream pies. So I don't see him being that harmful
Is what?
right here. His dream pies, the meat pies. And at least until he runs out of money.
All right, then I will leave him to your care. I will continue to keep in touch and check in.
I appreciate that.
Of course. Let me know if you need anything from me or the others. I'm just very glad no further harm was done.
We got the fire brigade out in time to keep it from going to things. Luckily, it rained. Then that helped too. But if the folk of Valaki want to donate to a poor village, I wouldn't turn it down.
I will let the Baroness know.
Thank
Point and glance to the Baron.
you. He doesn't seem to be paying attention now anymore.
Okay, cool, great. Then I'll just give a hearty goodbye and exit. Unless anyone else wants to chat with the Baron.
Yeah, can I do a perception check on actually the Mortugastani? Just want to see like how they're doing. Or also if I would recognize them at all. That's an 11.
Yeah, they're from you know that they're from the Serpool camp, the Zerovans, and you've heard their names, Alenka, Mirabelle, and Slavia, but they own this tavern, so that's what made them. Instead of traveling, they decided to.
Okay, that's why they're more too.
Yes.
Okay. I'm assuming they have. If they're just chilling, are they the bartenders right now?
No.
Okay.
They're just sitting by themselves, chilling, watching. Kind of, if you're kind of giving the eye, like making sure no trouble happens.
Well, yeah, and I think as she sees Emmerich wrapping up, she will intentionally go and purchase a drink and just like a loaf of bread or something to go. And again, just make eye contact, nod at them, and move on.
Okay.
So intentionally spending money there, not being disrespectful, but also not coming over and being like, "Hi, how are you?" And then
You get a nod back from one of them.
Okay. And then she'll follow Emmerich out.
Mhm,
And she'll take the drink that was not purchased by her dad, to Hana,
mhm.
who is then very drunk, I'm assuming, by the time we catch up. No.
When they leave the tavern, Emmerich is still like vibrating with rage.
Uh-huh.
But by the time they get to Hana, he's just tired.
Yeah.
Yup.
And he'll kind of relay what happened to the rest of the group. Currently, he's not a problem, he's just a menace.
And, you know,
Yeah.
she'll hand you the drink that was, and she'll be very pointedly, this is not the one bought by him.
I wouldn't care if it was. What does it matter to me? It's a drink. And she'll just take it. But thank you. His mind games don't work on me.
I think Emmerich's gonna ask for some of that wine.
Yeah, she'll give you whatever's left in the bottle.
I had a funny thought. Like, if he like has wine and then he burps, do you think like it'll be like a puff of like fire or like smoke?
You
Emmerich is one big Molotov cocktail.
Yeah.
Oh no.
He does fire. He could do the.
No.
I support this.
Oh. God, he's like, it's taking everything in me not to just
Yeah.
go breathe fire in a forest. Oh my God.
What time is it in game?
In game, it's mid-afternoon. If you left now, you would have time to get back to Valaki before dusk.
Unless we have anything else we are specifically doing in this town, I think Asher would vote for that, since our normal place of staying is burned down, and the other option of potential staying is either the floor of a church or in the home with Hana's dad. So, you know.
Also the murder house.
No, that's burned down too.
Oh. Okay.
Also
Hasn't
the
come back
windmill.
It's a pile of rubble.
Yeah, it hasn't
Do you
come
want
back.
to check out the windmill
No.
on the way back? Mm-hmm.
No.
Since I've lost 2 of my properties, maybe we should check out the other.
I mean, it's still
They can-
technically your property.
We could check it out on the way back, yeah. It's gonna
You could rebuild.
take too long, though.
I think I've asked this before, because you had said that Astrid specifically knows that the Vistani avoid the windmill. Do I know why?
Danger.
Danger,
God.
Will
That's all you know.
Robinson.
That's
Yeah.
all I know. So
So,
that's what
Sounds
she'll
boring.
say.
Sounds boring. We should check it out.
Sure.
I could
What?
punch something.
Where have we gone that hasn't been
Yes.
really dangerous? I would like to know. Is there an answer? Kresk, maybe. Even then, as this mystery temple and the
You know, I kept having dreams about burning down the murder house, the big house, whatever it is. Kind of funny. I wasn't the one that did it.
What is this with everyone?
Those dreams are
who
recent?
wants to burn down homes.
They've happened for a bit.
Oh. I mean, that's just irony, unfortunately.
Okay. And I guess we can see if your windmill's still standing on the way back then.
all right. I think we can call it an evening, as it is 10 Eastern, 9 Central.
Woo!
Oh man.
Not the session I
Everybody
thought it was going to be.
Oh, that was pretty good.
Everybody want to say bye-bye?
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.